This video is for you, someone who's always excited to see something new. So today, I'm going to show you some incredibly strange and mysterious phenomena that were luckily caught on camera. These aren't just unusual moments or things. Some of them are so amazing and extremely rare, it's like 1 in a billion. If they weren't caught on camera, no one would ever believe they happened. Even science struggles to explain them. Where are you right now? Okay, now imagine stepping outside and looking up at the sky only to discover that there are 2 suns shining above you. What kind of experience do you think that would be? So, someone actually experienced this. One day, he woke up, walked over to his window, and looked outside. To his surprise, he saw 2 suns in the sky. He quickly grabbed his phone and managed to record it. Other people later explained that it was an extremely rare optical illusion. Similar events have been reported in many parts of the world. What do you think about it? Scientists call this strange phenomenon a sundog. According to them, it's a bizarre atmospheric illusion that happens when sunlight is refracted through ice crystals in high-altitude clouds. What if I told you ships can float in the sky? And it's not CGI, not a glitch, not a myth. In rare moments around the world, people have looked at the horizon and seen massive ships, buildings, even entire cities hovering above the ocean like a scene from another planet. For centuries, sailors saw these exact visions. They swore they were looking at phantom islands, alien structures, or the legendary floating ghost ships. But they weren't losing their minds, and they weren't seeing ghosts. They were witnessing one of the most mind-bending optical illusions on Earth. It's called Fata Morgana. It happens when layers of air above the ocean have different temperatures. Cold air sits below warm air, and this creates a natural lens in the atmosphere. When light from distant objects travels through these layers, it bends and twists, stretching, flipping, and duplicating what you're seeing. That's why a normal cargo ship far away can look like it's floating in the sky. Imagine looking up at the sky just before sunrise, and instead of normal clouds, you see something that looks like a massive rolling wave in the air. This is the morning glory cloud, one of the rarest, strangest weather phenomena on Earth. What makes it so strange is its shape. Believe it or not, it forms a long, tube-like cloud that can stretch for over 1,000 kilometers. And it doesn't just sit there, it rolls across the sky like a slow-motion ocean wave in the atmosphere. Here is the crazy part. Pilots have actually flown through it, describing extreme updrafts and sudden turbulence, like the sky itself is breathing. Scientists believe it forms when different air currents collide under the right conditions. But even now, the full process is still not completely understood. Now let me ask you something. What do you think you're looking at right now? If you're from Africa, you already know how dangerous mosquitoes can be. And if you're from America, you already know just how terrifying tornadoes are. Now imagine combining the two. It sounds like something straight out of a nightmare. On February 9th, 2024, residents of Pune, India, were stunned when a massive mosquito tornado appeared to hover over the city. The swirling cloud of insects was so enormous that many people avoided going outside. One local man was brave enough, or perhaps crazy enough, to get close and capture the shocking footage. At first glance, it looks like the beginning of an insect apocalypse, but there's a surprising twist. According to reports from the Times of India, these weren't actually mosquitoes at all. The insects were chironomus, often called non-biting midges. They are close relatives of mosquitoes, but unlike their infamous cousins, they don't bite, sting, or spread diseases. They may look frightening, but they're completely harmless to humans and animals. So why were millions of them forming a giant insect tornado? The answer lies beneath the water. When Chironomus larvae hatch, the adults gather in enormous swarms and begin flying in circular patterns to find mates. Scientists believe these massive swarms emerged from the nearby Mutha River, where rising water levels have created ideal breeding conditions. More water means more larvae. More larvae means more insects. And more insects can create something that looks astonishingly like a tornado made entirely of bugs. This isn't a hoax. I've actually seen this rare and incredibly bizarre phenomenon with my own eyes. But what's happening behind it is almost impossible to believe. The strangest part. It tends to appear most often when massive storm clouds capable of producing intense thunderstorms are forming overhead. And once you learn what's really going on, it sounds more like science fiction than reality. High above a severe thunderstorm, there are tiny, pencil-shaped ice crystals. Because thunderstorms pack a massive electrical charge, these crystals line up in perfect formation, similar to how iron filings line up when you place a magnet near them. The sunlight reflected by those crystals creates a spectacular display of light across the sky. As lightning erupts inside the storm, the cloud's electric field instantly shifts. This causes the ice crystals to rapidly realign in a new direction. When they do, the beam of sunlight shifts or disappears. Because lightning is constantly flashing, these shifts happen in rapid succession, which makes the light beam appear to dance, jump, or flash violently in the sky. We all know a river can flow through rocks, dry land, and valleys. But can a river ever flow underneath water? Don't think I'm crazy for asking this. So most people think a river underwater is impossible, but in some parts of the ocean, extremely salty water becomes much denser than the surrounding seawater. Instead of mixing, it sinks to the bottom and flows like a river. Scientists call these formations underwater rivers. Divers who see them are often shocked. They can have what look like riverbanks, shorelines, waves, and even underwater waterfalls. It looks like a river flowing through another world. Nature is packed with strange phenomena. Many are so bizarre that if they appeared in a science fiction movie, people might think the writers were exaggerating. Imagine walking through a forest and suddenly seeing a tree covered in bright green, blue, purple, orange, and red colors. The tree that looks like it was painted by aliens. But here's the shocking part. Those colors are completely natural. This is the incredible rainbow eucalyptus tree, one of the most beautiful and unusual trees on Earth. But what really happened to this tree? Well, as the tree grows, its outer bark peels away in long strips. Underneath, a fresh layer of bark is revealed in a bright green color. Then the strangest thing happens. As the air and sunlight react with the exposed bark, it rapidly matures and shifts through shades of blue, purple, orange, red, and maroon. Because different parts of the bark are aging at different times, the tree ends up looking like a living rainbow. And no two rainbow eucalyptus trees ever look exactly the same. Some appear covered in neon colors, while others look like giant watercolor paintings. Have you ever been watching a sunset and suddenly noticed something really strange, a flash of green light, just for a moment? Where did that green light come from? What even is it? This mysterious phenomenon happens because Earth's atmosphere acts like a giant prism, bending and separating the sunlight as it passes through. It only lasts for a few seconds, so if you've ever seen it, you are actually really lucky. Imagine walking across a dry desert lake bed and seeing a large rock with a long trail behind it, as if the rock had crawled across the ground by itself. That's exactly what happens at Racetrack Playa, one of the strangest places on Earth. Some rocks weighing hundreds of pounds leave tracks stretching hundreds of meters across the flat desert floor. For decades, nobody knew how they moved. People blamed earthquakes, others blamed magnetic forces. Some even thought aliens might be involved. The mystery remained unsolved for nearly a century. Then scientists finally caught the stones in the act. After rare rainstorms, a thin layer of water covers the desert floor. During cold nights, that water freezes into a sheet of ice. When the morning sun begins to melt the ice, gentle winds push the floating ice panels. Those ice sheets slowly shove the rocks across the slippery mud, leaving mysterious tracks behind them. Now let me ask you something. What do you think you're looking at right now? Believe it or not, there's a really strange phenomenon in this world that people call fairy circles. Fairy circles are mysterious, perfectly circular patches of barren soil surrounded by rings of tall grass found in arid environments. Though long thought to be unique to the Namib Desert, satellite mapping shows them spanning 263 sites across 3 continents. Scientists primarily debate two main theories about their origins. They argue that this phenomenon happens because plants in dry environments naturally organize themselves to use water more efficiently, and also because of the activity of sand termites living in the soil. But no one has been able to say for sure what the exact cause of it really is.